The Backrooms, sending shivers down your spine. Entity number 420, Jacko Burgers. Indexed Entity Threat Score, Danger 0, Intelligence B. Habitat, Majority. Image caption, an image of a Jacko Burger found in Level 4, Abandoned Office. Description, Jacko Burgers are large pumpkins with no stems, cut in half. In between the two halves, each Jacko Burger is filled with ingredients similar to what can be found in burgers in the front rooms. They can be found in almost every single level of the back rooms, but are most commonly found in levels which naturally contain food, e.g., level 6.1, the snack rooms. They are also found very frequently during the month of October. Footnote, it is assumed that the reason they are found more during this month is connected to the front room's tradition of Halloween, due to the pumpkin's prominence in this holiday. End footnote. Over 4,700 plus Jacko Burgers have been found since 2007. Upon consumption of a Jacko Burger, the Wanderer will begin to feel very stuffed and sleepy. They will then have severe hallucinations for 30 to 90 minutes before falling asleep for 4 to 6 hours. It is not recommended to consume a Jacko Burger unless the Wanderer is starving to death, because while they eat, they are susceptible to entity attacks and are unable to run or protect themselves. Behaviors. Jacko Burgers are sentient and fully aware. After keeping a Jacko Burger in one's arms for more than 15 minutes, it will start whispering to the Wanderer holding it. Over time, it will slowly get louder and louder until it is talking at a normal volume and having full conversations. It appears to send messages directly to the Wanderer's mind and communicate with their thoughts, as you do not need to speak out loud to talk to a Jacko Burger. It is unknown if they have full access to Wanderer's thoughts. When holding a Jacko Burger, Wanderers have sort of described it like, quote, hearing a voice in their head speak to them, end quote. A Wanderer can either communicate directly through their thoughts to the Jacko Burger, or they can just talk out loud, and the Jacko Burger will respond, most of the time. Jacko Burgers are also quite intelligent, with the average IQ of a Jacko Burger being around 125. Most of them are well-spoken, even if they are insulting you. Different Jacko Burgers have different personalities. If a Jacko Burger contains a large amount of meat, it has a boastful personality, and will talk only about itself and its quote-unquote achievements. If a Jacko Burger contains a large amount of cheese, it has a kind, empathetic, and nice personality, and it will listen and have in-depth conversations with Wanderers. If a Jacko Burger contains a large amount of tomatoes, it has a bitter personality, and will insult Wanderers. If a Jacko Burger contains a large amount of lettuce, it will be less inclined to talk, and will exhibit an introverted-like behavior, but it will be more inclined to listen. It is possible to find Jacko Burgers which have different or mixed personalities, but the ones listed above are the most common. Jacko Burgers are known to communicate with one another when in close vicinity, even if they aren't touching. It is unknown if it is necessary for a human to touch a Jacko Burger to communicate with it. If a Wanderer is holding more than one Jacko Burger, or touching another Wanderer at the same time, the Jacko Burger, or Jacko Burgers, and the Wanderer, or Wanderers, can communicate to each other by a combination of speaking and telepathy. Jacko Burgers appear to identify as genderless, although some may sound more masculine or feminine than others. While eating a Jacko Burger, Wanderers report hearing a faint scream with every bite, although they cannot place where exactly the sound came from. Most Wanderers that eat Jacko Burgers have no idea that it is sentient. Biology. Jacko Burgers are most commonly about 12 inches or 30.4 centimeters in diameter, although slightly smaller and bigger variants have been found. Ingredients found within the pumpkin buns usually include a meat patty, 7 to 16 leaves of lettuce, 4 to 9 slices of American cheese, and 5 to 13 slices of tomato. They can rarely have sesame seeds on the top pumpkin bun. Footnote: these do not affect the personality of the Jacko Burger. End footnote: they have no limbs and cannot move on their own. Discovery: the first known mention of a Jacko Burger was found on a popular online chat room application specifically for the Backrooms, known as Backdoor. An archive of the conversation can be found here. Backdoor. Backrooms #1 chat and forum. Public chat room 2. User at @JackIsWhack entered the room. User at BallsInYoJaws312 entered the room. BallsInYoJaws312. Censored. You! Footnote: this has been censored manually due to the nature of the message. End footnote. User at Gyroscope3 entered the room. Moderator Fedora Man 007. What the heck, man? Did you not read rule number 37? No inappropriate usernames allowed. User at Balls in Yo Jaws 312 was kicked from the room. Jack is whack. Hello, this is my first time using Backdoor. User at Apple Topped Jeans entered the room. Apple Topped Jeans. Hey, how's everyone doing? Gyroscope 3. I'm still stuck in the Backrooms, not doing well. Jack is whack. So I came across this giant burger, which seems to have a top and bottom piece of pumpkin where its buns are supposed to be. It's kind of hard to describe. It's really big and I'm really hungry. Should I eat it? Gyroscope 3. Chow down, I guess. Jack is whack. Asterisk. Which? Apple Topped Jeans. Look it up on the database. Moderator Fedora Man 007. Yes, try that. User at Tim entered the room. Jack is whack. I already tried that and I couldn't find anything. Apple Topped Jeans. Hey, at Tim. Long time no see. Jack is whack. Who the hell is Tim? Gyroscope 3. Command user count. There are 5 users in the room. 4 members, 1 moderator. Apple Topped Jeans. An OG user. He's been around since the launch in 2016. Tim. Just here to lurk. Jack is whack. Oh. Anyways, I'm gonna have a bite. Jack is whack. Wow, this is delicious! Gyroscope 3. That's good, I guess. Jack is whack. I could have sworn I just heard a yelp. Moderator Fedora Man 007. It's probably nothing. Jack is whack. Feeling kind of sleepy and like I'm high on life. Apple Topped Jeans. Are you feeling okay? User at Pokerface emoticon entered the room. Apple Topped Jeans. You there? User at Jack is whack was kicked from the room due to inactivity. Apple Topped Jeans. I wonder where he went. Gyroscope 3. Weird. User at the Sussy Gray entered the room. End of archived conversation. The owner of the account at Jack is whack was never found, as it is impossible to trace where the messages were sent from. It is unknown if they are deceased. Additional info. Upon consuming a Jacko burger, skin stealers will shapeshift into one before eventually dissolving into nothingness. Many wanderers use Jacko burgers for therapy. They have found that the kind introverted ones are usually the best candidates, if they are willing to be a therapist. Many wanderers also become great friends with their Jacko burgers, some even falling in love with them, only to be heartbroken. Additional information on Jacko burgers will go here once more information has been found. Do's and don'ts. Do. Talk to a Jacko burger if you have been holding it for long enough. Give a Jacko burger to a trained professional if you can. Be nice to a Jacko burger, regardless of their personality. Don't. Ignore a Jacko burger when it is speaking to you. Ditch all your friends because a Jacko burger is the only friend you need. Eat a Jacko burger.